And here we are chasing the first green flag of the night, and we are underway at 105 Speedway in Cleveland, Texas. DeGroot's going to lead them down into turns 1 and 2. Going to be wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door, a little bumping and grinding going on with the 0-4 of Mr. Brian Jenkins. The lights are turned down low in turns 1 and 2, and dodging that tractor tire is going to be 0-4 at Jenkins. We are going to stay clean and green through lap number 1 as a heat race right here is going to start to heat up for that second place spot. Going to try to take to the inside line out of turn number 2. Not going to be enough for the 69S of Sonny Weibel out of Magnolia, Texas. Weibel going to look here through turns 3 and 4, working the bottom line. He's going to try to get the edge, and it's not going to be there. 22 spot advantage is going to stay to Tim Eden. Eden still working the top to the middle groove of the racing surface, and here comes Weibel once again. He's going to look to go 2 for 1 here out of turn number 2, and they're going to tip their hat, walk on through that door, and say, "Thank you, sir. You are now outside the top 3. Second place is not going to be complacent. 69S of Sonny Weibel. Going to have to keep the door closed tight because the 179 of Mr. Corey Ament is looking to try to make a move here on the exit of turn number 2. And not going to be there for Emmett there for that third place spot. Still trying to track down the 69S of Sonny Weibel. Weibel made a pretty good move getting on past Tim Eden to assume the second place spot. But the man that has not looked back is the 06 of Mike DeGroot. Mike DeGroot's got the yellow banana working nice and smooth on the exit of turn number 2 down the backstretch.
Flagman put it to lap.
And here we are, Weibel working that middle groove in 3 and 4 again, trying to find the inside line on the exit again is going to be Emmett. Emmett be looking at 2 laps to go next time by as he rolls nice and smooth around the tractor tires, catfish, and got the stink bait on, but looking nice and pretty. The white flag waving. 1 more lap and 4 more turns. I can't count. That's why I talk. He's going to stick to the bottom line in turns 1 and 2. Once again, he found the groove that he liked, and he is not straying from it. The one's not straying from that groove either. The 69S of Sonny Weibel. Weibel still working the top line through turns 1 and 2, and out of turn number 4, finding his way to the checkered flag, the 06 of Mike DeGroot. Flag racing for a second pure stock heat race. Robert Smith in the 85 going to lead him down into turns 1 and 2 to the outside. The number 9 not going to be there because here comes the 911 of Nathan Renfro. Renfro trying to look to the inside of Smith through the backstretch. Not going to be there. They got the back ends hanging out, looking handy. We do stay clean and green through lap number 1. Renfro and Smith are going to be door-to-door, wheel-to-wheels. Edge into the corner is going to be Renfro in the 911. And it's going to be 2 laps down. Renfro had a pretty good first lap, set himself up for a good lap 2 to be able to make it work. And he's going to do just that right there. Jacob Pierce in the 386 having to work. Here comes Destiny Burton trying to look to the inside. Pierce is going to be crossed up on the exit of 2. Pierce gathers it back up. Caution flag does not come out. Gets that car under control, and we stay clean and green. 4 laps down to the schedule. 8 were cross flags halfway home. Renfro Renfro working the top groove right there to turns 1 and 2, hanging it on out. He was a fast car last weekend. Doesn't look to change because he looks to be fast here tonight. There was a little bit of extracurricular activities on the racetrack during the pure stocks between Renfro and Kane. And we're going to see if we're going to put the mask behind us as we move through the night and move into tonight's A main with the pure stocks. 2 laps to go for your race leader, Nathan Renfro. And around goes the 386 of Jacob Pierce. Pierce looks to get it back under control. Caution flag does not come out. Lap car in the way. Here comes the leader to the outside. Renfro going to work the way around, get up close to the wall, get the corner back right where he wants it. And he's going to be looking at that white flag with only himself standing in the way of the checker. Smoke starting to pour out from the 85 of Robert Smith. And your race leader into turn 3. Coming on out of turn number 4. Checkered flag, Mr. Nathan Renfro. Lineup's right. We're stacked up tight left and right. Colt Beaver's going to set a nice and slow pace through turns 3 and 4. And the flagman sets him loose. It's green flag racing. Hold our breath and jump to the left. We got them bunching up here. And that's going to sort out down the back chute. We've got one that looks to have a cut tire on the backstretch slowing. Hopefully he'll be able to pull off the exit over there in turn 3-4. He's not. He's going to stay up in the marbles in 3 and 4. Green flag stays out as the race leaders start to separate a little distance. Off the track pulls the 4C of Mark Culp. Mark Culp in the 4C is going to pull off clean and green through that lap. Brad Hillman trying to do what he can to try to reel in Colt Beaver. Beaver nice and smooth through 1 and 2. You see he doesn't get that car backed around too much. Keeps the car straight, pointed to the exit of the corner. April Butler in the 191, your third place spot on the bubble. With Garvin in number 9 trying to track April down. But not much changing up front. Casey Garvin with a good corner there in turns 3 and 4, but Colt Beaver, the man to beat. Staying calm, cool and collected, nice and smooth. And we've got 2 laps to go here in our third and final pure stock heat race. White flag waving for Colt Beaver. Brad Hillman in the 1H just sitting tighty. Not wanting to risk anything, trying to just lock it down there in P2. But the man to look at this P1, taking the win on a turn 4, put it on together for the 47, Colt Beaver. And folks, we are underway for our first limited modified heat race of the night. Open wheeled race, and we're going to wad them up on the exit of turn 2. And ladies and gentlemen, we are green flag racing for our first limited modified heat of 3. Jeffrey Jackson, a little squirrely car just darting to the right there in turns 1 and 2. And slow 2J of Gage Jackson Shuffling back through the pack. Drivers having to work their way around. Here comes the 129 that seals to the inside on a turn 4, 3 wide momentarily. And the 2D of Danny Jackson Sr. And you're welcome. Great battle here for this 4th place spot. Seals going to be door to door out of the back chute. We go into turn number 3. Smoke pouring off of that. We're in the neighborhood. Cole Rogers goes way up high out of the groove and turns 1 and 2. Opens the door, and that allows Danny Jackson to get right on by. You see that smoke kind of coming out there. And turns 3 and 4, maybe rubbing a tire a little bit as the car's rolled over in the corner. Top spot looking nice and smooth so far, trying to hold on. Chad Cameron and Alvin Texas, the number 39, but the 2H of Jeffrey Jackson going to have to deal with Danny Jackson Sr. Father and son battling for position, trying to get on by is the 2D, the old paraphernalia, trying to show the son how it's done as we've got one around in turns 1 and 2 to bring out our caution, second caution, in our first limited modified heat race. Keep us moving right now as Cameron sets us loose on a turn 4. Here comes 2H of Mr. Jeffrey Jackson to the outside as Danny Jackson going to try to get to the inside groove. We're going to be wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door, out of 2, down the back chute. Danny Jackson hugging the tires. He's going to push up slider through the middle up there, the exit, and it's going to be spotting advantage to the 2D of Danny Jackson Sr. White flag waving for Chad Cameron. He's going to have some pressure with the 2D of Danny Jackson. And coming to the checkers out of turn 4, holding on, the 39 of Chad Cameron. We are green flag racing out of turn number 4. 3 wide start down the front stretch. That's what you want to see. A good racing surface right now. These cars are dialed in, and boy howdy, they're looking pretty fast. We're going to try to, we've got one slow down the back stretch. That looks to be Chad Hughes in the number 41. And Hughes, the 41, is going to pull into the inside. So Dean Hollier right now after 2 is going to have to try to hold off that hard charge right there of the 05 of Jason Downey. Downey going to try to peek to that inside groove as Hollier's about a lane and a half up in turns 3 and 4. And we've got the 21K of Sheila Kennedy. Gets it looped back around. Kennedy stays out of the way as the leaders make their way on by, and we do stay clean and green. Caution flag stays in the back pocket as Dean Hollier stays out on point. Downey with a little bit of a run here coming into turn 3 on the exit. It's still going to be Hollier, but Downey is right there. You can hear that car banging out going down the front stretch. Downey giving it everything he's got right now, trying to get by Dean Hollier. Downey is only 3/10 slower as your leader is now about to be taking that old white flag next time by. This one's going to be close to the finish, folks, as we are one more lap away from giving that old checkered flag to the man on the point. Right now, Dean Hollier looks to be the guy. Jason Downey going to try to change it. Downey with another run here through turns 3 and 4. Works our way off the exit, and that's going to be the 21 of Dean Hollier. Followed by Thomas McNeil for that third place spot. And we are green flag racing. Double checking a few things up here upstairs right quick as far as an order goes, but we've got it adjusted. And boy howdy, 3 wide going down into turns 3 and 4. Matt Chanik making a big move. And Chad Vandenberg to the inside line. Chanik going to look to the outside. Here comes the 38 machine of Jackie Davis. Davis to the inside of Chanik, out of 2, down the backstretch we go. Davis looking low, Chanik looking high. 12 PK is going to jump up there in front of Matt Chanik, so that's going to take away Chanik's line and a shot at holding off Davis in the 38. Unfortunate moment there for Chanik. Chanik now gets loose. Chanik trying to gather it up. Barely missing Vandenberg. And Chanik working the kitchen swinging door there down the back stretch. We do stay clean and green. And that allows Chad Vandenberg, the 12 PK, to be your new pole sitter. Your new third place spot. As your man that was on the pole, the 42 of Zane Goff from Onalaska, Texas. Working the top groove of the racing surface, but charging hard in that 38, Jackie Davis. And we've got one around, bringing out our caution. That's going to be Matt Chanik there on the backstretch. And leader sets him off. We are back underway here in this one. Your third and final limited modified heat race is the 42 of Zane Goff. They're talking about it. Here we are, folks. Dry laps winding down. Zane Goff, Jackie Davis, and 19K of Jared Kelly. Your top 1, 2, 3. Randy Bridges in the 46 trying to work their way into that top 3 spot. Has Kelly in the crosshairs in turns 3 and 4. White flag waving on the 42 of Zane Goff. Checkered flag, folks. 42, Mr. Zane Goff. 42, Zane Goff picking up heat race 3. Green flag racing for IMSA Micro Sprints. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Green flag racing restart for your first heat race of your IMSA Micro Sprints. Cody Parrish, the 91, is going to lead them down here through turns 1 and 2. It's going to be a green checkered on the finish with the lap count. And he's going to finish this one out, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Parrish picking up your first your micro sprint, your first IMSA heat race. And green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen, for our second IMSA heat race. Good battle here for the race lead, shaping up as we work. And 97, David McKinney holding on to this one. Got a great start from outside of row 2 and hasn't looked back here in this one. Working that top groove in the second place spot, Doug Watson. And Watson not really gaining any ground on your leader, but not really losing any ground either. Running up there, sticking the right rear on the cushion. And 81D of Darrell Stanford out of Houston, Texas is locked into that third place spot. So your top 3 cars right now are all stretched down equidistant from each other. Between McKinney, Watson, and Stanford, with a 77 of Andrew Clark trying to reel in that third place spot of Stanford down the backstretch. He's got about a half a straightaway to go as the 2 laps to go has been given to our race leader through turns 1 and 2. Coming up on lap traffic out of turn number 2 down the back chute we go. McKinney going to stick to the high groove of the racing surface and works his way on by for that white flag lap. 32T of Trevor Hadley was our lap car. Hadley does a good job to stay right there in their groove out of the line of the race leader as he works his way now in turn 3 and comes out of turn 4. 97, Mr. David McKinney. Racing. Robert Bartlett's going to lead him down to the turns 1 and 2 on the brakes, but on the gas. James Graham in the 43 right there in the back. Here comes the 77 of Jason Pena. Pena with a big move down the back chute. Around goes Robert Bartlett in front of the field. He's going to keep it there and miss everyone. However, he's going to look to bring out that caution. So that caution bringing out. Spun on his own. He is DONE done. And here we are. Green flag, 3 wide. Here comes Jason Pena to the inside. To the outside is going to be James Graham. And we're going to be door to door in the entrance of turns 1 and 2. And 84, Justin Collins. That car is pinned down. Here comes McNorton. Pena looking to the inside of Graham down the backstretch. Pena had a big move there, right there before the restart. We're going to see if he can get it done. We're going to be wheel to wheel, door to door. Pena to the inside of Graham on the outside of turn 2. 3 wide. Graham out of shape. McNorton out to the inside of Collins. Collins going to work to the outside. Here comes McNorton to the inside of turn 4. Collins and McNorton have themselves a great battle right now. Spot advantage is going to stay to the 84 of Mr. Justin Collins right now. Hanging it up top where Grandpa likes to keep the good bourbon, but where I like to keep the good scotch as he is making it work. Nice and smooth like a 16-year Lagavulin we go. McNorton trying to work that bottom groove, but he's not having much success in 1 and 2, but there's in 3 and 4 finding what's going to work. McNorton and Collins side by side. Great battle for the second place spot. This is what we call racing. Pena out front, though, and that's 77. Nice and smooth, white flag waving, but he doesn't know that there is a battle behind him. McNorton to the inside, not going to be enough with Collins working the outside. Look, and here we go, chasing checkers out of 4. It's going to be Jason Pena picking up the heat race win. And at the line, Justin Collins in the 86, followed by McNorton. Flagman sets them loose. We're Mod Light racing for the first time here at 105 Motor Speedway. Buxton holding up a little bit of traffic there in that second spot. Big move here into second. See if we can hold on to make this lap complete. And yes, we will. 03 of Danny Wilson out of Mableville, Arkansas. And battle for this race lead, ladies and gentlemen. Danny Wilson looking to the inside of Mark Asher. Asher's going to be out on the outside. Asher doesn't go for the big move in turn 3 and 4, and that may cost him as the 96 of Dwayne Williams, old track dog, back in the car here this year. And Williams with a slow exit on turn number 2, opening that door back up for Asher. Asher's going to stick to the outside, not go for the crossover, as we are now 4 laps down. Williams and Asher, great battle for that second place spot. Here we are, another class, another wonderful battle. Trying to get the old runner-up spot right now. Jeremy Buxton out of shape on the exit of 4. Here comes Aubrey Taylor, the number 10 to the inside of Buxton. Out of the back chute we go. Aubrey Taylor not going to be able to get to the inside of Buxton. Out of 2. 2 laps to go for your race leader in the 03, Mr. Danny Wilson. Wilson has a 1.6 second lap on track dog Dwayne Williams. Williams with issues. Inheriting second place spot's going to be Mark Asher in the 74, and Jeremy Buxton is going to move up to P3 as the white flag is out for the 03 of Danny Wilson. Aubrey Taylor moves into the inside of Jeremy Buxton. Buxton way up there in the marbles in turns 1 and 2 we go. Your leader, though, nice and smooth in 3 and 4 and on the exit. And at the stripe, the 03 of Danny Wilson. Mark Asher is going to hold off Aubrey Taylor for that second and third place spot, and that's going to be our first Mod Light Heat Race. Front with Chris staying on the outside, and we are green flag racing. We hold our breath on the big move down the backstretch. Kevin Carl's going to be on the point, with Chris Buxton and Willie Veach battling for position. Veach going to get to the inside of Buxton down the backstretch, entering into turns 3 and 4. And into the top of the marbles in 3 and 4 is Kevin Carl. Kevin Carl makes the big move for the top spot, gives it away, and that car looks to be a little tight through turns 1 and 2. Issues there for the zero. Looks to gather back up. Now he's going to have to work with. Yeah, there it is once again in 3 and 4. Something not going right for him in that zero machine. And he's going to go off under green. So the zero of Kevin Carl got a little dicey there with the rest of the field. But we do stay clean and green. Willie Veach, Chris Buxton, and Chris Dana, your top 1, 2, and 3 cars. Veach saw the opportunity once Carl pushed up into the marbles and did not hesitate. Foot found the gas pedal, and he drove right on by. We're now 2 laps to go here in our second Mod Light heat race of 3. Willie Veach, Chris Buxton, Chris Dana. And Veach has a 2.6 second gap on Chris Buxton. So Willie Veach settled into this groove as the white flag waves on that black-blue 41 through turns 1 and 2. He changed the lineup. Turns 1 and 2 went down to the bottom. Tried something a little different out and goes back to the middle in turns 3 and 4. And on the exit of turn 4, takes that old checkered flag, Mr. Willie Veach. And we're underway for a third and final Mod Light heat race. Barry and Hunter going to be wheel to wheel through turns 1 and 2 into 3. That's where that's going to come into play. Of Taylor Hunter moves to the point on the exit of turn number 2. And we stay clean and green through lap number 1. Hunter, Barry, Hunter, Taylor out front. Here comes Nicholas Hunter. Younger brother Nick Hunter trying to make a big move there with a 6X of Kyle Barry. Barry's going to be on the outside. Here comes Hunter. Hunter to the inside, but Barry not giving it up. Barry had a big move off the top of turn 4, got the momentum, got the shot down the front stretch, and he does it again on the exit of 2 down the back chute. Barry's got the top groove working for him. Nicholas Hunter, the 9's got the bottom groove working for him. What's going to give? Will the pressure build, and will he break? Not looking like it. 6X Kyle Barry staying calm, cool, and collected. Consistency is going to be key between the 6X and the 9. If either driver makes the slightest bobble, that'll be the advantage that they need to shut the door, and that's going to be it to shut the doors. We've got the 7 of Marvin Irby around in turn number 4. White flag getting ready to wave next time by for the 3 of Taylor, Ronnie, Mac, Hunter. And we've got one around. Caution flag comes down in turns 3 and 4. That's going to halt the progress of this one. Younger brother Nicholas Hunter's going to be right there on the inside looking for the chase as the green flag comes out. We are back underway. We're going to be wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door right there for the 46 of Dawson Fisher and Kyle Berry for that third place spot. White flag waving for the 3 of Taylor Hunter. And Nick Hunter's going to have a little pressure from the 46 of Dawson Fisher. Fisher's going to work the bottom line of the racing groove. Here we go now through turns 1 and 2. Nicholas Hunter going to hold on to it, but here comes a little bit of a charge. Down the back chute into turn 3. Leading them there on a 4, the number 3 of Mr. Taylor Hunter. Nicholas Hunter barely edges out Dawson Fisher for that second spot to round out your final Mod Light Heat Races. Lights are out, ladies and gentlemen, and the checkered flag is up. No, it's not. I was testing you just like we're going to be testing during the spelling bee. See who's paying attention and who's asleep. Apparently I'm asleep because I was wrong. The green flag is the one that is out as Michael McNeil begins the assault to the top. Trying to track down Gerald Singletary. And we're going to be clean and green through lap number 1. Michael McNeil with another move, looking to the inside of Singletary. Here comes the 08 of Thomas Lamb. Lamb's going to rock it to the outside groove. And tractor tire hitting for the 29M of Michael McNeil. And would you believe it? They all made it through. Holy cow. Setting them loose on a turn number 4. We are back underway with 1 lap down. 24 trying to find somewhere to go is Robert Jessup. So he can't get out of the way fast enough. Thomas Lamb in the 08. Going to look to the outside line once again in turns 3 and 4. Working the bottom is a Kenneth Camo Montgomery in the number 4. And Colt Beaver there in the number 20. Beaver's going to look to that middle groove. Catches the 24 of Jessup. Jessup out of shape. Here comes Beaver. Beaver's going to be the outside of Jessup in turns 3 and 4. Montgomery looking to the inside line. There's going to be, that tractor tire is taking a lot of abuse in this race. Hitting it's going to be the 08 of Thomas Lamb. Kenneth Montgomery to the inside of Colt Beaver. Montgomery pointed to the exit. We're going to be door to door for the third place spot. Singletary, Jessup, and Beaver, your top 1, 2, 3 with Montgomery knocking on the door to the podium.
On 31, it'll be good to go.
Here comes Michael McNeil, though, in the 29M to the inside. Singletary with a little bit of a interesting touch and go down the backstretch. That opens the door for Montgomery. Montgomery's going to go up to the outside of Beaver. 24 of Jessup, squirrely down the front stretch. Montgomery once again from the top down. Beaver trying to stick it right between them. We're going to go 3 wide. Kenneth Montgomery getting the short end of the stick. And we're going to get a caution as the 4 stops. For starting it and 1 for stopping to bringing it out. And here we are. Gerald Singletary setting the pace. Jessup and McNeil waiting for the move as the green flag is up, and we are green. Montgomery looking to the inside of the number 14K of Kenneth Jessup. Not going to be there. Colt Beaver squeezing it 3 wide once again. Beaver trying to make a little bit of extra room on this racetrack here tonight. He's going to get by on that one unscathed as he splits Kenneth Montgomery and Johnny Burrows there. And that number 3. Beaver tapping on the back of the 14K of Jessup. That's going to slow him down just a touch, and Burrows going to make a move. And here comes Singletary in front of the field. Montgomery's going to keep it going after going into the infield. Looks to be no harm, no foul. Caution flag stays away. New race leader, the 29M of Michael McNeil. Robert Jessup in the number 24, and Colt Beaver back up to that third place spot. For the second and final factory stock heat race. And we're going to make a big move here through turns 1 and 2. Here comes that number 44, Thomas Downey Sr. Downey Sr. looking to the bottom groove. Top cars right ahead of him are going to bump out of their line just a little bit, and we stay clean and green through lap number 1. Now 11's going to keep the wheels rolling to not get the yellow called on him so he can finish the heat race. That's Edward Fisher. Olin Holder out front on the point after the spin, so now he's going to have to deal with Thomas Downey, and Downey getting a little love tap by the 15 of Moore going into the corner, trying to work that corner panel. Bump and run sets him up. Good view from the press box, gets him out of shape. Here comes, though, the big move to the inside, and that third place spot battle is going to continue to heat up as we're going to get a little tappy-tappy into the entrance of turn number 3 and out of 4. Holding on 1T, Richard Tubbs trying to find his way around the 15 machine of Mr. Moore. Tyler Moore to the inside of Downey, not going to have enough on the entrance to get him a run on the exit, but there he is on the back bumper once again, trying to set up the old bump and run on Downey Sr. And that's just going to do nothing but slow him down, as the 1T of Tubbs was right there on the back bumper of the 15. So we're going to see the chrome horn may try to come into play as the white flag waves. Olin Holder the 4th out front on the point. Holder. Nothing to worry about right now, but the man that's got to worry is the 44 of Thomas Downey Sr. Sr. going to look to the inside on the exit. Not going to be there. Olin Holder the 4th picks up your second and final factory stock heat race. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're chasing the checkers at 105 Motor Speedway. We are green. Pure Stocks are setting us off right, and we're going to tangle them up right there on the entrance of turns 1 and 2. And we're going to get that bottleneck situated. And we're going to look ready to go clean and green here through lap number 1. Mike DeGroot to the inside of Renfro. Battle for the race lead, ladies and gentlemen. They're not wasting any time, as we are now 2 laps down of the scheduled 20. Renfro takes the point. A little bit further back in the pack, Tim Eden in the number 22, about to work his way around here on the exit of turn number 2. And we're going to have one leave the racetrack. But right now the battle here towards the top 10. Nolan Beaver in the number 20 holding off Tim Eden. But Mark Cupp in the 4th seed. He's already moved up 11 spots. He had a bad heat race, and he's worked his way now into 11th. And Cupp now going to try to look to the inside of Tim Eden. Not going to be enough room for him. Here comes the 04, Brian Jenkins with Corey Ammett to the inside. Ammett's going to look to the inside of Mark Cupp. Cupp to the outside. Ammett trying to find the bottom. And Beaver's going to push up in turns 3 and 4 with smoke coming out of the 22 of Tim Eden. 04 Brian Jenkins now right there on the back bumper of Corey Ammett. But Mark Cup not giving up on the number 20 of Nolan Beaver. Beaver's going to push up. Cup's going to take the outside line. 3 wide for just a moment as a 179X of Corey Hammett gets to the inside line. That's going to be Cup's corner on the exit. They're going to go 2 for Hammett and Cup around Nolan Beaver in the number 20. Beaver now dealing with the 04 Brian Jenkins. Jenkins is going to drive it up wheel to wheel, door to door. Entrance into turn 1 is going to be all Jenkins in the 04. Back up front, ladies and gentlemen, out of 4 down the front stretch. 85 having his hands full. Robert Smith trying to deal with the 69S of Sonny Weibel. But behind Weibel, Casey Garvin and the number 9. 386 is going to be to the infield, gets back on the track. No harm, no foul. Green flag stays out. Garvin's going to be to the bottom out of turn 4. Spot advantage is going to stay to the 725 of Destiny Burton. Burton sticking to the outside line. Garvin once again going to get up within the door. Corner advantage is going to stay to Burton in the 725 through turns 3 and 4. Exit of 4 is going to be all Burton, but right now this race is all Renfro as he's now working on catching the back of the pack. Lap cars are going to get ready to come into play as the 22 still pouring smoke. Then is again Tim Eden. And we've got one around in turns 1 and 2, and that is the 20 of Nolan Beaver. Caution comes out. Not sure why the group is not together, so we're going to go green flag racing. .725 went to the infield. And 179 of Corey Hammett. Making moves, trying to get to the inside. They're going to touch and go around. Hammond trying to put it where it didn't have enough room and spun out the 69 of Sonny Weibel. And now Weibel and Hammond went from being in the catbird seat of the top 5 to being at the cow's tail. Scott Barber in the number 9B. Trying to reel in the smoking, and the caution flag is going to come on out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, ready to go green flag next time by, and here it is on a turn 4. The green is waving, and we are racing. Colt Beaver in the 47 gets the run that he wanted off that outside line as Casey Garvin's we got him around in the back of the pack. That's going to be, looks like Corey Hammett and the 20 of Nolan Beaver. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back green flag racing. Nathan Renfro on the point, Colt Beaver and Casey Garvin, your top 3. Here comes the 06 of DeGroot working to the inside of Cup. Cup has had a great run here in this feature after having a DNF in the heat race. Mark Cup right now in 7th with DeGroot moving up. DeGroot was our outside pole. Went to the back because he went to the infield under a caution. Now he's worked his way all the way back into the 6th place spot. Five laps down. Here comes Nadog. Nadog almost getting into the 9 of Garvin. As Garvin has dropped back, Nadog pushed real bad on the exit of turn number 4. No harm, no foul. Both drivers paid attention and gathered it back up. Holiday and DeGroot. DeGroot dies in turn 3 and 4. And that is going to be a next caution. Down, 5 more to go, and we are back. Green flag racing with Nathan Renfro on the point. Scott Barber in the 9Bs moved up into that third place spot, but charging hard. Nate Dogg to the inside is going to be Cup. Mark Cup with a big run to the inside, almost gets into Scott Barber. And issues for the 4C of Mark Cup. He is off the track and done. Unfortunate for that. Nacy Holiday, old Nadog to the inside in 3 and 4, trying to get a good run on Scott Barber. And piling up.
Damn, the group got into that.
Once again, 4 to go. Let's finish this one out. DeGroot trying to get to the inside of Nadog in turns 1 and 2. Not going to be enough. But here comes a big push to the third place spot. Scott Barber in the 9B. Not going to have enough to get back by on Nadog.
2 to go this time on the 911. 2 to go, coming around.
Mike DeGroot in that 06 has been to the infield under a caution. Got called for it and went to the back. Drove his way back up, had a flat, now here he is knocking back on the top door of a podium finish in our second night of racing at 105 Motor Speedway. Barber goes around, gathers it back up. White flag waving for the 911 of Nathan Renfro. And excuse me, that was the 9 machine of Casey Garvin that went around. Here's your leader in turn 3 and coming out of turn 4, the 911 of Mr. Nathan Renfro. On the green flag, dropping is some limited modified racing. Hollier's going to dime in the corner to get a run off the top, but it's not going to be enough. His whole shot from the bottom. Chad Cameron not looking back after turn number 1. And here comes charging hard, though, ladies and gentlemen, 2D, Danny Jackson Sr. 3 wide in turns 1 and 2. Jackson Sr. to the outside. He's going to clip a little bit of the wall. Here comes the inside row caution. Flag comes out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are green flag racing. Once again, trying it again, but this time it's a complete restart. Jason down in the 05. Here comes a great move by Jackie Davis in the 38 machine. Davis is going to work the middle groove, putting Danny Jackson Sr. on the outside. Dean Hollier making a move. We're going to be door to door, wheel to wheel, going down into turns 1 and 2. Hollier going to look to the inside for the slide job and the crossover from Chad Cameron. Cameron is going to get the corner advantage in turns 3 and 4 off the bottom. And we're going to be clean and green, ladies and gentlemen. The battle for the top spot is heating up. Hollier slid him. Cross flag. Oh, caution flag. I can't speak.
Let me just stop.
And ladies and gentlemen, the green flag is back out. Here we are once again from 105 Motor Speedway. Fourth place spot getting a little dicey. Jackie Davis is going to have Jason Downey approaching. Downey with some smoke pouring out from the back of the 05. Here comes Dean Hollier. Hollier looking for a move to the 38 of Chad Cameron in turns 3 and 4. Got in striking distance up to the door down the back chute. Now Dean Hollier going to try this one once again. Hollier's a lot better in 1 and 2 than he is in 3 and 4, and it's going to show right here. He's going to scrub him and drive him a little bit harder into the corner. So Chad Cameron out front on the point. hold it off. You can see that sheet metal on that left rear quarter panel bending up. That's the old chrome horn of the 21 of Dean Hollier. Giving him a little bit of a love tap, trying to get loose. We've got one around in turns 3 and 4. He's going to stay clean and green. Back underway is the 12th PK. So lap car will come into play. So that's Chad Vandiver right there in front of Chad Cameron. Cameron looking to the inside. Vandiver's going to go around the outside. And he got the old move over flag from the flagman. Blue flag, yellow stripe. There's a race going on tonight, and you're not in it, but here comes the leaders. Once again, trying to find their way around. That's going to be now Danny Jackson Jr. to the inside of the 12th PK. And this has allowed Chad Cameron in the 39 to check out, but great battle right here with the 19 of Jarrett Kelly. Kelly with Daniel Seals. Seals going to look to the inside of Kelly. Down of 2, down the back chute we go. 12 PK once again right there into the mix. Chad Vandiver. Vandiver staying to the outside groove of the racing surface as Seals in the 129 gets on by. Kelly does the same here right now through turns 1 and 2. But Dean Hollier falling a little bit off the pace because here comes the 2D of Danny Jackson Jr. Jackson Jr. looking to the inside of Hollier. Hollier going to try to cross over in 1 and 2. Not going to be there. 21 now dropped 2 spots as he has began to slow on the racing surface. 21K machine lap car. Sheila Kennedy now down as leaders are working their way around. Chad Cameron in that 39 making quick work of the lap cars. Not hesitating. Seeing the door open. Finding the hole and hitting the gas. 12 down of the scheduled 20. Smoke still pouring from the 05 of Jason Downey. As Jeffrey Jackson, the 2H, tries to reel in some real estate. 21K. Racing with the leader, Danny Jackson in second. .129 out of turn number 4. Daniel Seals, Jeffrey Jackson, and Jason Downey. Battle for the 5th place spot right now is the 05. That is Jason Downey. Smoke still pouring from the outside of that machine as the 2H of Jeffrey Jackson does what he can to try to reel him in. Jackson entering a little lower in the corner. And lap car Kennedy slowing down the 129 of, the 38 of Jackie Davis. Davis on the brakes hard with Kennedy. Kennedy in the 21K lap car holding up the 38 of Jackie Davis. Davis on the brakes. Here comes Seals in the 129. 129 of Seals looks to the inside of Davis through turns 3 and 4. Spot advantage at the stripe is still going to be the 38 of Seals. 38 of Davis, my mistake. Seals looks to the inside of lap car Kennedy, trying to reel in the 38 of Jackie Davis. Not enough, but here comes the 05 charging hard once again. That is going to be Jason Downey. Kennedy goes high. Here comes Downey to the inside along with the 2H of Jeffrey Jackson. White flag for your race leader, the 39 of Chad Cameron. Cameron down the back stretch into turn 3. Working his way out of turn 4, the 39 picking up the dub, Mr. Chad Cameron. That is my mistake. I can't count. That was the white flag lap. That's how it may sound if he can hold on to this one. Back in 3, working his way from the bottom of turn 4. 39, checkered flag waving for Chad Cameron. Is up and their hammer is down. We're micro sprint racing. holding on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Parrish, David McKinney on the chase. That's going to be a good battle right there. McKinney has a lot of experience in these cars, trying to get it done. David McKinney's about to make it interesting. Cody Parrish in the 91 is going to stick to the outside groove. McKinney right around the bottom. And we got one around in turns 1 and 2, and that's going to bring out our first caution of our IMSA Micro Sprint A-Main. And green flag is back in the air. David McKinney setting them loose on the exit. Watson making a move to the inside of Parrish. Parrish is going to get a little bit extra momentum just when he needed it, as Watson was about to get that corner advantage going into 3. Will Hadley look into the inside of Darrell Stanford. Not going to be enough for him there in turns 1 and 2. Once again, back to 3 and 4. Doug Watson working the bottom groove, and there's going to be Cody Parrish up top. Cody Parrish is going to drop the spot at the line. Doug Watson, your new second place spot. As of right now, Watson seems to be your big mover according to our transponder list, as Watson's picked up 2 spots. Not much passing going on here with our IMSA A main, but out front, the main guy to talk about, that David McKinney, 97. To say the least, he had one hell of a 2020, and right now, he's looking to have a great start to the racing season in 2021.
5 to go on the 97. 5 to go.
And leader right now on a 4. 15 down, 5 more to go for your 8 Mile Sprint Association A-Main. William Hadley trying to reel back Darrell Stanford right in through turns 1 and 2. Not enough there on the entrance. Stanford with a great exit out of turn 2 and advantage in the back chute. He's working that bottom groove through turns 3 and 4. Has not strayed from it much. And Hadley following right in the tracks, waiting for an opportunity to pounce. We got one around in turns 3 and 4 to bring out a caution. And we're going to stop this one just. We are back underway. 5 more to go. David McKinney setting them loose, but Doug Watson's charging hard in the number 38. McKinney going to try to look to the inside on the exit of 4. Not going to be there for him. Andrew Clark in the 77 to the outside and turns 1 and 2. Gets around on that spot advantage. And well, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Clark goes sideways, but is collected and straightened by the 32 of Will Hadley. That could have been bad, but thank God it was good. 88P and Nathan Parrish with a big move here, working the top groove all the way to the cushion in turns 1 and 2, but up front, holding on, Doug Watson in the 38, trying to track him down, David McKinney. 2 laps to go for your race leader, Cody Parrish in the 91, trying to work that way in there off the bottom and trying to get a little bit of a run, shall we say, on David McKinney. McKinney started to fall off the pace a little bit, and Watson took advantage as the white flag waved. He's now going to be sitting between two more corners in 3 and 4 and a checkered flag for the first way to start a feature here in 2021. Watson's going to be around the bottom in 3, and here he is, nice and smooth on a turn 4, picking it up, 38, Doug Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Pena sets the pace. Flagman sets him loose. We're Outlaw Street Stock Racing. Collins and Pena side by side. McNorton looking for a way around. After one, it's going to be Collins out front. Pena trying to stick that low line. Yellow comes out. Having to do a restart, so we're going to hold our breath on this one. And we're going to exhale. We make it clean and green through corner number 1 and 2. Out front, changing it up. Jason Pena, Collins, McNorton, your top 3. With James Graham and Sam Blaylock, your top 5. Bartlett trying to look to the inside. Bartlett to the inside of the 97. Blaylock's going to hold the outside. Spot and advantage is going to be Robert Bartlett for that 5th place spot. Back up front, Justin Collins trying to put some pressure on Jason Pena. Pena has that car pinned on the bottom. Collins is trying to find a way underneath him, but he's not going to find one looking here through turns 1 and 2. But he's going to get a great run to set himself up for 3 and 4. He's going to lean on him just a little bit, and that's going to be spot and advantage, new race leader. We'll see how Pena takes being leaned on. Collins, Pena, McNorton, Graham, Bartlett, your top 5. McNorton now peeking to the inside down the front stretch. He's going to try to get that car cornered, rotated, and get an exit really nice and smooth. But hey, here comes Robert Bartlett. 72 of Robert Bartlett to the inside of Graham through turns 3 and 4. Graham's going to hang it up top. Bartlett's going to be right around the bottom. At the line is going to stay James Graham on the number 43 machine. Bartlett's going to edge him out that time at the line, but he is not done yet. James Graham giving him another run from the top side. Bartlett trying to close the door here in 3 and 4. Can he get the door shut and put the deadbolt through it? That's going to be it. He's got a little bit of a breathing room. Now going into turns 1 and 2, Graham once again sneaking back to the inside. Bad corner for Bartlett. And Graham's going to take that spot back. While Collins is walking away from it, the battle to watch is the one for 4th place. Bartlett again to the inside of Graham. Graham going to try to turn it down and get him on the exit. Bartlett once again at the stripe. So Jesse McNorton's giving a little bit of breathing room to the 77 to Pena. Pena starting to put a little bit of gap between he and the 17M of McNorton lap car coming into play. It's going to be Sam Blaylock that Collins is going to have next in the crosshairs. But Bartlett once again with Graham. Collins works the way around the inside of the lap car. Yeah, it's going to be spot advantage to Collins out front. 5 laps to go, next time by, but right now holding on nice and smooth to this spot is Robert Bartlett. He finally got a little bit of some distance between James Graham and that 47 machine. Graham going to poke it once again to the inside line in turns 3 and 4. Bartlett staying up top, keeping it wound up. Pressure starting to build now on the 77 of Jason Pena. Pena down to the inside line. McNorton within striking distance in 1 and 2. That's his better corner, but now he's got about a half a length to go on the 77 of Pena. Right there on the back bumper is going to be Jesse McNorton, the 17M, 17M. Working the low line in turns 1 and 2 down the back chute. It's going to be all Pena right now as far as the entrance. Driving it in a little deeper is going to be McNorton. Pena having to hold on to this one. Third place spot is up for grabs because if McNorton gets on by, you are in third. So holding strong, second spot, 77 of Jason Pena. Out of turn 4. A white flag waving for the 84, Justin Collins. Collins has a half a track lead on second at 7 seconds, and Collins around to the bottom of 3 and 4. Justin Collins at the stripe, picking up tonight's A-Main. Side flagman sets him loose. We're Mod Light Racing. We got one around in turns 1 and 2. That looks to be the 34 machine. And we're green flag racing once again for the Texas Mod Lights. We got one around and piling them up down the backstretch. They're just going to touch and go and spin around. No one leaves their tires. Bumblebees start to buzz, and we are green flag racing. Let's try to get one in the books. Nick Hunter, the number 9, looking at the inside of the 74. Mark Asher. Asher's going to get the good run down to the back chute. Inside of the exit of turn 3, 03, Danny Wilson spotting advantage. Willie Beach in the 41 looking once again to the outside of the 03 of Danny Wilson. We're going to get him tangling. That's going to be Kyle Bear in the 6X. Taps the wall down the backstretch. No harm, no foul. Clean and green we stay. Three-way battle for the race lead. We're going to be 3 wide at the stripe. Splitting them down the middle is going to be the 3 of Taylor Hunter. Hunter's down the middle. Willie Beach on the outside. And there goes the 03 of Danny Wilson to the inside. Caution flag comes out on the exit of turn 4. My, oh my. The caution ruined a great battle for the race lead. The pace, green flag comes from the flagman, and we are back underway. Willie Beach to the middle groove, and there's going to follow him the 3 of Taylor Hunter. Hunter and Veach trying to work their way around the outside of the 0-3. Caution flag comes out on Marvin Irby inside row number 2. Corner 2. Yes, out of 4. Taylor Hunter going up to the cushion once again. Going to try to slice underneath the inside of the 41 of Willie Beach. Not going to be there. Trying it once again in turns 3 and 4. Sticking to the bottom is going to be the 03 of Danny Wilson. Wilson's going to be at the bottom. Here comes with him the 3 of Taylor Hunter. Taylor Hunter getting right there with Willie Veach. Mistake. Here comes the 9 of Nick Hunter. Sibling rivalry for the 3rd place spot. 3 and 9. Taylor and Nick Hunter battling at it. Taylor going to have to get the groove back going to reel in Willie Veach as Danny Wilson's now starting to get a little bit of a gap, and we got him tangled up in the entrance in the middle of turn 3. Is out, and we are back underway. Looked like the 22 was asleep on that start. 46, a Fisher getting into him. And we make it clean and green on the restart lap. Nick Hunter trying to make a move to the inside of Taylor Hunter through turns 1 and 2. 39-41 battle, 74 around, and that's going to be Mark Asher with the 6X of Barry tied up. Ready to set them back, green flag racing. And we are back underway. Nick Hunter's going to look to the inside of Taylor Hunter. Issues for the 74 of Mark Asher to the infield. So we're going to stay clean and green on the restart. Lap down. Gentlemen, we are back underway for our Texas Mod Lights. Willie Veach to the outside. Here comes Taylor Hunter making a big move to the inside down the backstretch. Corner advantage is going to look to be Taylor Hunter. Can he hold it on? That he will. Taylor Hunter trying to make a move to the inside of Wilson. Wilson holding on to the bottom. Taylor Hunter knows he's got a chance, but here comes Nick Hunter and Willie Veach. And Nick Hunter got past the 3 of brother Taylor Hunter. To now Danny Wilson trying to hold on to this one. Taylor Hunter working his way around the outside. Taylor Hunter making the outside groove work. Can he get the shot off the top? No, he will not, but he'll get some breathing room from his brother. Danny Wilson going to be door to door, dead even at the sticks. Right now, spot advantage down the backstretch is going to be the 3 of Taylor Hunter. Hunter with Danny Wilson right there holding up the 9 of Nick Hunter.
He's no longer the leader.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Willie Veach now trying to reel in the number 9 of Nick Hunter. Taylor Hunter getting a little bit of a breathing distance here as he's got 1 lap car between them. That's going to be the number 20 machine of Brian Romero. And now Wilson works his way past Romero, as does Veach. And we got 2 around, blocking the exit of turn number 2. All right, it's going to be Hunter boys up front, P1, P2. We're going to see who's going to shake it out. Taylor Hunter, Nick Hunter, Willie Veach, and Wilson. Wilson a little slow on the exit. Now it's going to open the door for Buxton. Whoa! 22 collecting one on the entrance of turn number 3. Out front, setting the pace, Nick Hunter, Willie Veach, and Danny Wilson all chasing, and we are back green flag racing. Well, White flag waving for the 3 of Taylor Hunter, trying to hold on to this one. Taylor Hunter down the backstretch, nice and smooth into turn 3 and 4. Right around the bottom, the 3 of Taylor Hunter. Michael Brown sets the pace, sets him loose, factory stock, A-Main Racing. Tyler Moore in the 15 on that outside, but here comes Jessup in that 24 making a big move. Olin Holder the 4th. In that second place spot, holding strong, holding his own, getting the back bumper tapped. From the 15 of Tyler Moore. Thomas Downey Sr. in the 44 making a big move now, trying to get to the inside of Olin Holder the 4th. Jessup making a move, trying to get around Michael Brown. Gonna give it another go once again here in 3 and 4. Not gonna be enough. Cars trying to start to space themselves out. You got a few guys working their way through the field. Number 4, Kenneth Cabo Montgomery making a big move to the inside of that 14K of Kenneth Jessup. Around goes Holder, and he's going to duck to the infield to bring out our first caution to the factory stocks. Hold our breath on the start. Michael Brown sets them loose once again on the exit, trying to make a big move. The 44 of Thomas Downey Sr. to the inside of Jessup. And we got one out of shape atop turns 1 and 2. That's to be the 69 of Bradley Haggard. Haggard's going to gather it back up. And we stay clean and green through that restart. Haggard still having issues there in the back of the pack. The man making some moves, though. Kenneth K. Mo Montgomery started all the way in the back at P15 and has now worked his way into the top 5, trying to get around the 44 of Mr. Thomas Downey Sr. We are cross flags halfway home. Cars trying to find a way around Downey. The opportunity may strike as we've got a lap car. They may try the old pick and roll. As we're now into March Madness, we're going to see how things are going to shape up here for the top 5. Montgomery is about a groove and a half above the other drivers that he is battling with. And that seems to be the line that he has used to work his way through the field. Issues for the 24 of Jessup. Jessup off the pace, looking for a move to come to the inside. And we got him piled up, though, in turns 3 and 4. Man on that flag stand, he throws the green, the hammer is down, it's showtime! Montgomery with a move to the bottom of the 20 of Colt Beaver. Beaver with a good run out of turn number 2. Issues look to be there for the 131 of Singletary. 08's going to get on by. Singletary drops out of line. And here comes 29 Michael Brown dealing with the 44 of Thomas Downey Sr. Sr. was within striking distance and opportunity in turns 1 and 2. He's going to push a little on the exit, and that's going to open the door for the 20 of Colt Beaver. Trying to stick his nose in the mix underneath Beaver is going to be Mr. Kenneth Montgomery. Beaver to that inside quarter panel of Downey. Downey going to hold that spot, hold that line, and hold second. As the 20 of Colt Beaver starting to reel him in little by little.
5 to go, 29, 5 to go, 5 to go.
Michael Brown out front looking calm, cool, and collected, but boy howdy is there a storm of cars behind him. Montgomery and Beaver battling at it here for this third place spot while they battle for the second place spot of Downey in the 44. Sitting in the catbird seats, Kenneth Jessup in the 14K, waiting to see what's going to transpire from this going on in turns 1 and 2 ahead of him. Montgomery with another big run down the back chute we go. Montgomery sticks to that higher groove of the racing surface around the bottom is going to beat Colt Beaver. Montgomery with a good run out of turn 4 down the front stretch. 29, 44, and 4. That's your top. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen. My gosh, what a lick to the 44 of Thomas Downey Sr. Montgomery had a full head of steam and squared up right there on that rear end. No harm, no foul. As Thomas Downey Jr. has a lot of laps and seasoned experience behind that wheel, be able to know how to react on that car. And we're going to see how things are going to react right now with a white flag waving in one more lap and only 2 more turns stand in the way of the 29M of Michael Brown and the first A-main win of 2021. Out of 4, put it together for the 29M of Michael Brown.